Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite, Rafael Tavares, talking to you from 5 Point Festival. We're here with Kat, and I've asked CADMA to let me discuss this book here because, as you all know, I have a daughter, and like father, like daughter just called to me. Let me ask you, Kat, where did you come up with the concept for this book?
So I've been a comic critic for about 10 years, which is weird because I'm going to be 24, but I've been doing it since high school. So when I say 10 years, like 10 years, it's just like, yeah, I've been doing it for a while. So I noticed there wasn't a lot of stories like this about families, and I really wanted to tell this story and obviously have a female perspective and have a character that's usually the supporting character to be our main character of the story.
You're right. You're correct. This is as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, I haven't seen this type before. I've seen the dynamic before in comic books, but it's usually like a side story or something that you're not even paying attention to. It's a filler, you know. So, where did you like the story itself? You know, as a writer, where did it pop in from? You know, I know why you did it, but where's this coming from?
I don't know. I actually have a really good relationship with my dad. A lot of people look at the book and like, this is you, right? I'm like, no. My dad actually got me into comics, so I have a very good relationship with my dad. I don't know where it came from. It's just a really interesting dynamic to me. Maybe because I do have a good relationship with my dad. I want to explore that.
Well, that's how it works. You know how writing is. You know, we're constantly looking for how to find what questions we are answering in our own heads, what we're feeling. It's a way to explore things that maybe we haven't had before, you know, and it's just a way. Sometimes doing something like this makes your relationship better with your father.
True, I could definitely say that. I think that's true.
As a writer, what do you think your writer's process is? You know, this just came out of nowhere, and I completely understand that because I've had stories that I don't know where the heck they came from, you know, or the characters going, hey, this is what you need to do. So, you know, what's the process? Take us through it.
I like having good twists with my stories. You'll read and be like, oh, okay, this is where you're going at. So honestly, I look at a story of why I like this so much. Why do I like this genre? I'm like, what would I want to do to this genre? So that same thing with superheroes, same thing with my other book with the dancer. I just look at something that I feel like hasn't been touched upon. And then with my characters, I get to know them as I write them more. Now I've been writing them for so long, I know their voices a lot, which is fun. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to write this and that. And it's cool to see. Some of my favorite characters are the supporting characters in this book, so it's cool to see that.
It's always funny because people always ask you, oh, who's your favorite character? And they expect you to say like one of the main characters, and I'm like, no, I like so-and-so who sits in the back, but you barely use him. Yeah, but you know, I know him very well. You know, it's you don't know him. You know, maybe that's what the problem is, but I know the character very well. And another thing we've run into, and I know you probably run into it as well, there's certain characters that actually speak to you. And they tell you exactly what they want, and they can be quite vocal. And I know that I've run into it all the time where people go, that's not true, is it?
Oh, no, that is definitely true. It's so funny because Casey, she's a very angry character. You're like, how is she so angry? I'm like, well, her dad left her, so it's just like, yeah, this is a real person, and this is her voice right now, you know? She's gonna be angry that her dad left. She's a very emotional, she's a teenage girl, come on. So she's not perfect compared to maybe some of the other heroes you're used to, and that's what I like about her.
So again, it's something different. It's not something you're seeing. I've always liked the concept of doing things that with something that's been done before, but through a whole different angle. You know, and I think you're doing a good job here. I see you got 4 issues already. So if you guys want, there's 4 issues out already. And you said something about a trade paperback coming out?
So we're actually going to do a Kickstarter very soon, this summer, for a trade, and issue 5 might be involved in that Kickstarter as well. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We're making action figures, even more like manufacturing action figures. We got a lot of good stuff going on with our company and with this comic.
I am very excited. Again, I'm a proud father, and I would like to have good role models for my daughter to follow, good, strong female characters, you know, for her to see. And I like the fact that you have a strong female character here. She's not perfect, but she's growing and learning how to become who she is.
Oh, for sure. That's the whole journey, is learning what do I do with these abilities, and how do I be a good person by using these abilities, but not leaving my friends and family to do so. And she's trying to explore that. How can I be a heroic person without being a superhero?
And that's a question too, for even a normal person. I know there's times where we need to step up and be the hero, and we don't do it.
No, it's true. And there's actually a moment in our issue 3 where there's this kid who brings a gun to school, and it's a very emotional story, and it's Casey not utilizing her powers to save this kid. So yeah, there's things we could always do to help people.
That's a tough choice.
Yeah.
Well, here you have it. This is Rafael Tavares signing off, and I really think you should pick up Like Father, Like Daughter, and it's something different, something that you are asking to see but not supporting.